when startups should bring in an external product design partner, and what to expect. There's a moment most funded startups hit where the product stops keeping up with the business. Design decisions that worked at seed stage start creating friction. The team ships faster than the UX can absorb. Users churn at a rate the market alone can't explain. That's usually when the conversation about an external product design partner starts. At Humbleteam, a product design agency for funded startups, we've had this conversation with founders at every stage, from post-seed to Series B. Here's how to think about timing and what a real partnership looks like. The signals that tell you it's time: the product has outgrown its original design. A startup builds an MVP, gets traction, raises a round, and the product that was fine for 500 users starts straining under 50,000. Inconsistent UI, unclear navigation onboarding that loses mainstream users. This is the moment to bring in a startup product design agency, not after the next round. The team is making design decisions without a design foundation, when engineers and PMs make UX decisions by default. Because there's no senior design thinking in the room, the product accumulates debt fast. Humbleteam has seen 6 months of this pattern turn a simple evolution into a full redesign. Conversion or retention numbers aren't where they should be. If users drop off at onboarding or don't return after the first session, the answer is almost always a UX problem. A major product moment is coming: a new market, a fundraise, a rebrand. Bringing in a design partner before that moment, not during it, is what separates startups that nail it from ones that scramble. What a high-quality design partnership looks like. It starts with strategy, not screens. Humbleteam runs a discovery phase, user research, competitive mapping, a clear definition of success, before any screens get designed. For fintech startups like Deserve, $544 million raised, and Oxygen, YC, 22. That upfront work directly shaped the product decisions that followed. It involves real pushback. The most valuable thing a design partner can do is tell you when you're solving the wrong problem. Humbleteam has had briefs change significantly after the first 2 weeks of discovery. That honest input is what separates a real partner from an execution studio. It delivers foundations, not just files. When Humbleteam completes an engagement, we leave behind a design system, components, documentation, and the rationale behind key decisions. For startups like DailyPay, Unicorn, $1B plus raised, and Abra, IPO, that foundation meant scaling design without rebuilding from scratch. It stays connected after launch. The startups that get the most out of working with Humbleteam treat the relationship as ongoing. Iteration cycles, new features, strategic input as the product evolves. What to expect in the first 30 days? The first month typically covers discovery and strategy, a UX audit of the existing product, initial design direction, and alignment on process. By the end of it, a startup should have a clear picture of what the product needs and what the next 90 days look like. The startups that benefit most, based on Humbleteam's work across fintech, medtech, sports tech, and SaaS. The startups that get the most out of a design partnership treat design as a business investment, give real access to users and data, and are willing to have their assumptions challenged. If you're post-seed, Series A, or Series B, and looking for a product design agency with a real track record across funded startups, Humbleteam is happy to start with a conversation. Learn more about Humbleteam, a product design agency for funded startups in fintech, medtech, and SaaS at humbleteam.com.